Hey guys, it's Tim, and this is the Nick and Tim show on, what's the date today? 4/9/20. Nick, ooh, burp there. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are doing good today. Happy to be here. There was no show yesterday.
What do you mean no show yesterday?
No, yesterday. Last Tim and Nick show we didn't do a show.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It's been a while. God, it's already Thursday. It feels like it's
It
definitely
is.
not.
And tomorrow's SmackDown, which might be a live show from the PC. Well, it's going to be from the PC, but...
That'll be interesting as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, hi. Welcome. Taking a look at the chat as everyone begins to file in. Kristen McNutt, who recently just rejoined, I guess, in the memberships. So thank you very much. Angel Hernandez is here. Sinclair Saturdays. Some handsome devil named Nicholas Armstrong is in the chat. He seems cool. You all should be friends with him. It's going to be... We've got a lot going on in the sense of, like, we're working on, like, a bunch of projects. And I'm excited. It's fun.
Yeah, it should be really good. We got some ideas to give you guys more content.
Yeah, I'm excited because I always would fall into the trap of I want to do this thing for a video, but then I would have to go to my 9-to-5 job that sucks all the excitement and fucking will to live out of me. And I want to die every time I have to go there. And now that I haven't been there the last few days, I've been home. I'm thinking I have literally nothing better to do. I'm just gonna kind of record something, or I'm gonna see, what I can do, what I can record. And we're gonna have some stuff coming out here. Hopefully, beginning of next week, we can start having some more content, especially for members.
Yes,
we're gonna have some
members
some more
and Patreon subscribers.
Content. Yeah, so if you guys are subscribed to the Patreon, if you guys are a member here on YouTube for the $4.99 and up, yeah, you guys are going to start getting a lot more exclusive content. I'm very excited to actually do stuff for you guys. And me saying it means that I actually fucking have to do it now. See, I'm holding myself accountable. Oh, my goodness. Nicholas Altamore says he still wants to see a Superstar Shakeup. Tim, if you could pick one name right now to be involved in the Superstar Shakeup, you can trade him anywhere. Who you put?
First off, your microphone does not sound that good. It sounds really like you're loud, but it's not loud, if you know what I mean. Like, unplug it and plug it back in or something.
Yeah.
But as far as Superstar Shakeup goes, if I could see anybody moved, I'm not going to talk NXT because that's more like call-ups. So if we're talking just Raw to SmackDown, SmackDown to Raw, I would, well, I don't know, to be completely honest. I think the rosters are good how they are, but if I have to move somebody, if I like have to, I guess I would have, instead of putting her on Raw, I would have put Nia Jax on SmackDown because I think SmackDown just needs another solid female.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's what
I'd love to see.
Oh, you sound
Plus, I feel like
now.
she could do great. She could do really good with like Bayley and Sasha as well.
Yeah.
I feel like those are all just two really good feuds already. I would like to move. I'd like to move.
It's tough.
I wanted to move a tag team, but there's just no tag teams. Because, like, I wanted to move New Day to Raw, but then I was like, who the fuck would they face ever?
Right.
Oh, goodness. Nicholas Altamore says, I would love to see Heath Slater on NXT. Sure.
Well, I mean, you can think of stuff like that. Like Apollo Crews needs to go back to NXT, but I wasn't trying to think NXT. I was trying to think straight Superstar Shakeup, Raw to SmackDown, not like any NXT call-ups or anything, but...
Well, aren't they always involved? Weren't they involved in the last Shakeup? As
True.
you could go. So if we're going off the pretense of how they did it last year, and if NXT people could go and people could go to NXT, then I'm going to flip the script on everything I said, and I want to see. I would like to see someone like maybe the Artist Collective as a stable go to NXT.
All three of them?
Yeah, because maybe you could just.
I don't know about that.
Why not? I mean, you can even, everything is at the PC. You could do double time if you wanted to.
Well, they're still filming. The plan right now is to film NXT still from Full Sail with no crowd. But it's the same city, basically, so, yeah.
Yeah. My thing is that you can put those guys in there, because at least with NXT, those are three really good guys that in the main roster, they're just afterthoughts. They're kind of used as piss break. And NXT, they can really be used as like, hey, we can help put over your fucking young talent.
Are
That
they really
deserves to be put
afterthoughts,
over.
though? They had a pretty big
Yes.
program at WrestleMania with Daniel Bryan and Gulak. And I don't think it's over.
I think the only
And
reason
they got
had
the
a
IC
really big
title.
program. I think but if you think about Sami Zayn and how good he is, and how he A, won the title, and B, retained the title, they don't give a shit about him. Like, they don't care.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is just they are just mid-card dudes. And I think that's what sucks is that would you classify someone like Sami Zayn as a mid-card guy?
Yeah.
Yeah? Even like, when things like NXT, would you still call him like a mid-card guy?
No, in NXT, he was top 3.
The guy. He was him, Cesaro, and...
No.
Don't tell me.
I guess Cesaro wasn't really down there long because Cesaro worked Sami Zayn that first NXT takeover, and then he was done. And he was already on the main roster for like 2 years before that. But I would say,
that's right.
Before Sami Zayn came up, it was him, Neville, and Owens, but Owens wasn't even there long. So I guess you can. Well, him and Neville were the two guys in NXT for a long time. Tyson Kidd was even a top guy. They were trying to push Tyler Breeze as a top title challenger as well.
I remember that. Good Lord, I remember that. He's someone that I wish just got the opportunity, or just got a little bit like. Was just treated a little nicer. You know what I mean?
You know what Tyler Breeze likes to do? Likes to use his cell phone during his entrance. But you know what else you can use your cell phone for?
Suffering and pain.
No, calling your mom. And if you guys see at the top of the
transition.
And if you guys see at the top of the chat here, it is pinned right there. You just click it and it'll take you to our Teespring store where you can buy the brand new Call Your Mom, She Probably Misses You t-shirt for only $15.99. We've got this thing on sale right now, cheaper than most others selling their t-shirts. Go over there, hit that blue box at the top of the chat. It'll send you right over to our Teespring where you can get the brand new Call Your Mom, She Probably Misses You shirt. I mean, you guys always ask for Nick to say it at the end of the podcast, so why not rep it?
Facts. That's exactly what I'm saying. Let me ask you a question.
Let me answer your question. Huh?
Speaking of shirts.
Uh-huh.
Who right now in pro wrestling can you think of that just has the hardest shirt? Like just some of the coolest merch.
I mean, I like the New Day shirt that they've been wearing that is like almost it's almost kind of tie-dye-ish. It's pink and blue. And it's got the unicorn, like muscled out unicorn on the front. I think that shirt is really cool.
I'm going to shop.wwe.com. I'm going to go to men's, and I'm going to go to men's t-shirts. I'm just going to see what we have on here. And they have a shirt that says...
Show your screen, and I will show the people what you're...
Not a great idea. I need to have tabs open for unemployment, and I don't want people to see this.
Oh, okay, well then, never mind.
Yeah. I do appreciate this. I don't appreciate it. It actually pains me to constantly read it. It's such good shit. Oh my god, this is the awfulest shirt I've ever seen.
Which one?
Oh my god, I'm sending it to you on Discord immediately. Braun Strowman, why did you approve of this?
The Strowman Express?
Yes, that is god awful.
Here, let me pull it up here for people to see.
That is actually painful to look at. And you know what sucks? It sucks how like bad WWE is making shirts. Like they're not good. My god. All right, I'm not gonna lie. This shirt that says Dad 316, it's just bad. That's not a good shirt. It's a Stone Cold shirt, but instead of Austin, it says Dad 316. The back says "Cause I said so."
Wow,
it's cute.
Or they've got one. It's got the 24/7 title on it. It says Home 24/7.
Hey, I want to give a special shout out to this kid that I used to see walking the park next to my house all the time. He had like an AJ Styles shirt on one day. And I finally like looked up my phone to kind of pay attention. I was like, "Hey, is that the 24/7 belt?" And he was like shy, so he just kind of like nodded his head, and I was like, "That's fucking cool, bro." And he just kind of walked with it. That kid walks down the street with like a authentic, heavy like the 24/7 belt, like it's just no one's
$300 one.
Yes,
motherfuck. Anyways, he said
he's ready
Dad
to defend
316. They've also got Mom 316.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
They've also got this shirt that looks like a purple NWO shirt, but it says OVA and it says Dream Over.
Ova. Oh my god! You know who has great merch, and I love his t-shirts to death. And I think he's the only wrestler I own merch for. Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy.
So good. It's so good. I love wrestling shirts that are clearly just like, these are just like T-shirts,
right?
That happen to have, like, WWE tries so goddamn hard to be like, it's the wrestling T-shirt. They're wrestlers. They're wrestlemen. It's like, oh my god, ew. But like, you see a lot of independent shirts, and they're like really good quality shirts. That wrestling purist shirt is kind of hard from Cesaro.
Well, I mean, a lot of the shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees, the in-house designers for Pro Wrestling Tees design them for them. They say, here's my idea. Here's what I drew up. Make it look good. At least
That
for
makes me
the
so
more
happy.
top sellers, at least. You know what I mean?
That makes me so happy. Taking a look at chat, the DIY shirt Sinclair Saturday says he thinks that one was awesome. The one Johnny was wearing last night. Do you know what the top of Johnny's shirt said? Like what that meant? It's like a bunch of letters. I didn't know what it
I
said.
didn't even see the shirt.
Lots of people still reacting to the when we were talking about the Shakeup. People are saying send the OC to SmackDown, OC to NXT, shit like that. Be cool. I like going into these shows with not much to talk about because we can just kind of chill and just hang out with chat. I feel like I don't do that a lot.
I also feel like we don't. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, if you go to shopaew.com, there's only one Orange Cassidy shirt up there. But if you go to his official Pro Wrestling Tees, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They're pretty hard, man. I have the white one that just has him wearing a shirt of himself wearing a shirt.
Oh, that's not even up anymore.
No, I think that's on his website. His website.
Well, his Pro Wrestling Tees doesn't even have that. Pro Wrestling Tees just has the headshot.
I know. I reckon that he has his own website literally for that shirt. Because that's where I bought it from. Yeah, I got the link right here. It's orangecassidy.com.
That's what I just found.
Yeah. So that's where I got that one from. It's so comfy. I love it so much. Oh my goodness. Who's some of your guys' favorite independent wrestlers? I know you can't really call him independent anymore, but I think I still see him as an independent wrestler.
Right.
So who's some of your guys' favorite indie wrestlers? Because that's another thing that I wanted to hone in a lot on, especially now that we're on quarantine. And a lot of us have time to kind of kick back and relax. I wanted to make some kind of video or some kind of article list type thing. Just about
you can't even get
indie matches.
Hold on. Can you even buy this shirt? Because when you click shop, well, yeah, that's literally the only thing on his website.
Yeah, that's the only shirt. We all have this free time, so I want to make some kind of list of, indie matches, maybe 3 matches a week that I think people should check out, or maybe a list of some of my favorite matches from certain indie wrestlers. Like, hey, this week we're going to highlight Orange Cassidy. This week we're going to highlight David Starr. This week we're going to highlight Effie, something like that. I'd like to do something like that, especially because we have the Powerbomb TV stuff. Or not Powerbomb TV,
Powerslam.tv.
Powerslam.tv. Emmanuel, I've never tried them because the rig is kind of expensive.
For what?
And drugs, dabs. It's a type of weed.
Gotcha.
It's a type of weed, and it's also like it's just expensive, and I don't think it's something that I want to spend all that money on and be like, this is only okay, and then just have a bunch of that stuff. So I'd like to try it with maybe like a friend first.
Your chat must be ahead of me because you were commenting on what Emmanuel said, and then it popped up for me.
Oh, that's tough. I would refresh
the
page.
YouTube dashboard, not the regular chat.
So yeah, definitely. I want to hear the official Orange Cassidy is in chat, baby. That's so good. Who's some of your guys' favorite independent? Tim, who's some of your favorite independent wrestlers that we can maybe do like a highlight series for?
I mean, could you call anybody an ROH independent?
I think you can call anybody not signed to a mega corporation like WWE independent.
So as long as you're not WWE, AEW, or New Japan, you're independent.
I feel like
With Impact.
I'd call again. So the things like Impact, ROH, I think those are like promotions, but in the same way that like someone could be signed to Best of the West.
Right.
What does that mean?
Well, Best of the West is 100% indie. Like, they're not a national company at all. They only run here in California, Central California, basically.
I mainly consider indie as in not major North American companies.
Right.
But people like Impact, they work so much with indie wrestlers, and I feel like they signed so much indie wrestlers lately that you're still used to calling those kind of people independent wrestlers, and you can be fans of someone from the independent scene, like their time spent on the independent scene. Plus, a lot of these people for Ring of Honor, even a couple of guys for AEW, Impact, they work for random indie promotions here and there. So they're still in the independent scene. They're just signed, but they're still very active in that scene. Like Orange Cassidy is super big with Bar Wrestling and Beyond Wrestling. Jordan Grace is very close with Beyond Wrestling, and she's signed with Impact. So I would just count, as long as you're not specifically tied to one place. If you can be kind of free roaming with how you wrestle, I consider you to be an independent wrestler.
Gotcha.
Which I know that isn't the technical term, because yes, if you're signed, you're no longer independent. But bada boom, how you doing?
I mean, for me,
Joey Janela's fantastic.
Well, not his Impact stuff right now, but I don't like his Impact character right now, to be honest.
Who?
Joey. Oh, you said Joey Janela. I thought you said Joey Ryan.
No,
Joey Janela is really good.
Yeah, Joey Janela is fantastic. He has been doing, after this, you guys should go watch Joey Janela's Quarantine Mania streams. It's just him watching weird-ass wrestling matches, and I think he's just fried out of his fucking gourd. It's really funny.
The Orange Cassidy has, out of T-shirts, 2 of the top 2 of the top 6 T-shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees. The top things are, like, the top stuff is the mystery grab bag shirt, where they just you send them $7.99 and they'll send you any random shirt. And then the Chris Jericho Le Champion neck bandana is number 2 top selling item of the week.
What the fuck is a neck? Well, I imagine because
it's that bandana that Jericho wears around his neck.
It's probably people are using it as a mask.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Tim, you didn't name who maybe a few are
I'm trying to
independent
think.
wrestlers that you like. Oh, my Baskin Robbins is here.
Uh-oh.
Sounds good. It's over, folks. You're going to hear me eating into the microphone. Cookies and cream. Oh, it's a double scoop. I only asked for 1 scoop, and my mom got me a double scoop.
Hey, well, that works. Hey, I got Butterfinger ice cream in the freezer.
Ooh, that sounds clutch.
It is.
Hurry up.
Make it into
your favorite indie wrestlers.
Make it into a, what's it called? A shake? Woohoo! My favorite indie wrestler, I would probably... it's tough. Because... I don't know, because like there's a lot of guys now. It's like, do you consider people in, like I said, do you consider people in ROH indie?
Yes, because most of those guys in ROH can go anywhere else and wrestle.
Well, then I guess I would say Jay Lethal.
That's a good.
To be honest,
Jay Lethal has always been really reliable in the ring.
Yes.
Nicholas Altamore says Crazy Steve. Very good.
But does he do anything anymore? I haven't seen anything Crazy Steve in forever.
Well, they just might have been a big fan of Crazy Steve when he was.
WWE wanted to sign him because he's blind. Literally, Stephanie wanted him for PR.
Same.
Basically, is what the word was.
Mega Flynn has joined. Ashton and Tyler have joined. What's going on, guys? We're talking about some of our favorite independent wrestlers. I'm trying to think. I think what's funny is I'm really using this episode to kind of gauge audience interaction and how they kind of feel about the idea of this show. But I do like the idea of doing more of like a highlight series for maybe certain guys that I really like.
Crazy Steve is still wrestling, but not as frequent as you would think. He does like a match a month.
Respect.
Yeah, his last match was on the 7th of March.
Ooh.
And he won the RWA tag team titles with someone named Gory.
Cool name.
And their tag team name is the Black Soil Bloodline.
Cool name. That's hard. That sounds like a clan in World of Warcraft. Jason Dalton, he says Marty Scurll, Matt Cavern, and Nick Aldis. I used to hate Nick Aldis. I fucking hated him.
I think Nick Aldis. I don't think there's anybody else more perfect to be the NWA champion.
Same, man. He gives such. Nicholas Altamore, you're goddamn right. There's still a thing.
Who?
Breed Pro Wrestling. He said, "Is the Cave promotion still a thing?" Yeah. So what happened was after they ran that Cave show, That was just all of their money, so they had to cancel shows
because
for
what
the rest
happened,
of the year.
I mean, if you
Well,
listen
they got
to,
fucked over.
yeah, if you listen to the interview we did with their main booker, basically what happened to them is they had everything set up to do the show in the cave on a certain date. Then legal issues came in as far as, do you have the right permits to run a wrestling show here? It wasn't just on them, it was also on the venue. They didn't. They had to then postpone, which means they had to reschedule stuff for the wrestlers, flights, hotels, some of their what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for?
Transportation.
When you put money down early, not a pre-order, but a
deposit.
Some of their deposits were non-refundable, so they had to repay deposits to change the date on like vendors and getting food into the building and whatever. And so
It's
lost
insane. You're just
a little bit of money. If you want to know the whole story, just go to our channel, type in Breed Pro Wrestling, or Star Cave, and we've got a full interview up with them talking about it.
It's such a class guy. He was real funny.
Yeah.
Great getting to talk to them. Yeah, I recommend checking out that promotion as well because they have some cool stuff coming up once this whole madness in the world is.
Yeah, they were hoping, I think, to run. So they did the cave, and they were going to run in early 2020, possibly February or March. I think March, and then that got pushed back.
Yeah,
if I'm thinking correctly.
Which sucks. I really hate seeing pro wrestling shows get pushed back. It's the saddest thing to have to read.
Right.
Just like even like my shitty local promotion, Big Time Wrestling, just real small rinky dink promotions where current SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley started wrestling. That's cool. Even they posted on Instagram. They're like, "Hey guys, we had to cancel this show. We're going to be working on like everyone paid on PayPal for their tickets, so they were just like, whatever you did the email with for PayPal, we're going to send it back to that account. Blah blah blah. If you need us to send it somewhere else, let us know."
Yeah, that was like
nuts.
With WrestleCon over WrestleMania weekend. They had to cancel like everybody else, and they sent out over 4,000 refunds, and they were able to get them done in like a weekend.
That's good.
They had like 2 people working on trying to get them all sent out and everything. So yeah,
that's hard. Sinclair says Killer Cross, not really independent anymore, but
yeah,
stuff in the
he's not
independents
anymore.
Was fucking hard. You know who else is great is Matt Cross.
Oh yeah,
Matt Cross is really fantastic. I had the opportunity to see him live at that bar wrestling show.
Some may know him from Lucha Underground as Son of Havoc.
Yeah, and that's actually why I really liked him, because I thought when I first heard that name, it was when he debuted in Lucha Underground, and I out loud said, "That's the stupidest fucking thing I have ever heard in my entire life." Son of Havoc, God, that's lame. I watched it and I just loved him. I couldn't stop watching. I thought it was the coolest thing on earth. And I had the opportunity at that bar wrestling show. I was sitting on the balcony, and it was the main event. And I looked at my friend Sophie, and I said, "Sophie, do you want to go on the floor for this match?" And she's like, "Can we?" And I was like, "It's a bar. We could do whatever the fuck we want."
There was no assigned seating?
No, there was no seating.
I didn't think so. I honestly don't know.
No, it's good. It was like a concert venue. Right. They had like railing areas for people that might have been in wheelchairs to be able to access, like have their own dedicated seating. But everyone was just kind of standing there. There was a very wonderful balcony where their merch table was right behind me. And I looked at her, I was like, "Do you want to go down there?" She was like, "Yeah." So we go and we get our last drinks of the night. And I asked for a whiskey Coke. I swear to God, they just gave me whiskey. They might have opened up that can of Coke and just barely poured a little bit of fucking Coke into my drink. It was stiff as hell. I slammed it. They finished their entrance. Might I add, the best part of that entrance was Eli Everfly and his girlfriend. They're called Doomfly. Their theme song was a Simple Plan song. And it was just this really, really like edgy teenager song. Everyone on the outside of the ring, they were singing, they were dancing. The people in the ring were having a fucking mosh pit. And it was the coolest thing on earth. Matt Cross makes his entrance, walks through the crowd, which was very cool, taps me on the shoulder, says, "Move." And I was like, "Oh, my bad, bro."
Move.
I was like, "My bad, bro. Here you go." towards the end of the match, he hits, and I have a video of it, and I'll send it to you later so we can post it on social.
Gotcha.
He hits a beautiful dive to the outside over the turnbuckle, and he like falls. He gets up, takes a dude's beer, chugs it, takes another dude's beer, just pours it on himself, and he said, I think he said something like, "I'm not refunding you." Rolls back into the ring, and the guy's, "Fuck yeah, hell no, you're not." It was so good. I really love the energy in some professional, like independent wrestling venues. Like that bar wrestling show, you could tell all those people were like there to have fun, and the wrestlers were having a lot of fun.
Right.
And it was just so nice. You can actually watch that show on powerslam.tv.
You know, another fun show that people can watch. So recently I was at an indie show. I was literally like the only fan there actually here locally, and it's Best of the West Wrestling. Right. They did a show called Quarantined. They put their show up, I think, at the end of last week. It's on their YouTube channel, and I'll put a link in the chat to the show. It's about an hour and 15 minutes. Really fun show. They did a lot of matches, but the cool thing that they did was the wrestlers all sat in the crowd, but they didn't do normal entrances. It was the wrestlers didn't know. They knew what their match was, but they didn't know the match order. So it was kind of like when their music hits, they got to just be ready to go. And so jump out of their seat. And it was really fun to be there and see how it all does go down. They got a lot of like local California wrestlers. Some of them wrestle for Hood Slam and other companies up in Northern California or over in Las Vegas and whatnot. But one of the matches they did was a toilet paper on a pole match, which was really, really interesting and fun.
Yeah, that was fucking funny, and I'm excited to watch that. I'm really glad that you were able to do that with them.
Yeah, it was cool being there because I got to sit in gorilla. Well, I don't know if they call it gorilla. That's a WWE thing, but in their what it would be gorilla position. So I got to see how all that goes as far as production putting on the show, how it gets filmed. It wasn't like streamed or anything. It was just filmed to be edited and then air late or be put out later. But it's just cool sitting there, seeing how it all does go down. Really chill, laid-back vibe because there was no crowd. They didn't have to worry about people in there selling concessions and tickets and all that. It was just, hey, let's do this. They filmed it over, like, I want to say 2 hours or so. Chopped it down to like an hour 16, hour 20. Really, really cool.
Can we see you in the crowd?
No, because I wasn't in the crowd. Well, actually, yes, you can for the main event. I sat in the crowd for the main event. And I'm literally
cool. I see you. I literally see you right there.
I'm literally right across from Hardcam.
If you guys need any convincing to watch this, I just want to let you know the start of the video says Best of the West is normally a family-friendly show. Due to the circumstances of this event and having no fans in attendance, we told our staff there were no limitations on what they could do or say tonight. This is the result. Viewers' discretion is advised. That's the best thing you want to read before you're about to watch an hour's worth of wrestling. Fuck yeah, dude. Highly recommend you guys check that out.
Yeah, it's a really, really fun show.
Too. Lots of fun. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you very much, Best of the West, as well, for letting us, work with you guys, and especially letting Tim work with you guys. It's so hard.
Yeah, hopefully once once everybody's running back normal, I may have a project in the works with them, but kind of had to put that on hold because they're not running any normal shows. So my ideas and stuff isn't going to work until they're running another show again. So we'll see how it all just go down, though.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the Tim and Nick show for April 9th, 2020. A little bit of a short one, little all over the place, but today was, an opportunity to check in with you guys, let us know how you guys have been throughout the week, how you guys are handling quarantine, and for us to communicate with you guys about what we have upcoming projects that we're working on.
Oh, yeah.
Very excited for everything that's going to be coming out. Members, part of the perk, if you're $4.99 and up, is getting exclusive content, getting early content, and that stuff is going to be coming to you guys. We appreciate you guys still signing up, even with the limited stuff that we've had on there, but the dedication and support means so much. And for those of you that haven't signed up yet, now's your chance to get early access to some really fun stuff that Tim and I have been working very hard on. For any more updates regarding the channel, regarding my life personally, you can follow me on Twitter at ArmWeek21. I just get drunk and tweet. You can follow us on Twitter at PW Unlimited. Tim, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me basically everywhere at Timmy Buddy. You can find me on Twitter at Timmy Buddy. You can find me on Twitch at Timmy Buddy. And also, if you guys like Final Fantasy and want to see the new Final Fantasy VII Remake game, my buddy John, my best friend, is going to be streaming that game. I think he's going to start tonight. He got the game. You can head over to his Twitch, twitch.tv/thedirector47. You can head over there, and he will be streaming sometime tonight once he gets everything set up. He will be streaming the brand new Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'll put a link in the description below, and once he does go live, I'll post it up on the community tab. I'm not getting the game, but I've seen a number of people in the chat ask if I was going to get the game and stream the game. So if you want to see the game played by a massive, and I mean massive, Final Fantasy fan that knows almost everything about the series, go check him out again. That's twitch.tv/thedirector47. I'll put the link in the description and in the live chat for you guys. So that way you can go check that out and have some more stuff to watch while, well, you got nothing else to do.
Definitely. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm so excited to bring them content. I'm so pumped to see how they take this stuff. So ready. PWU, it's going to be big. See you guys tomorrow for the SmackDown review. Until then, call your mom. She probably misses you. Bye, folks.